Hello everyone, this is Cam and welcome to another BOTB judging reaction video, and today we are reacting to the midweek competition judging week 5. So before I get started guys, make sure don't forget to give us some thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to this channel if you haven't already, and consider joining the Patreon. Link is in the description below as you can see, which is patreon.com/Cam Hasan, and you can get access to the VIP WhatsApp and the Facebook group. Okay, right, so let's go ahead and watch this week's video. Before I do that, let's go through some comments very quickly. Okay, so Saeed just joined. How's it going? Saying, how does two most bottom coordinates make sense? I don't know at all. Okay, why they didn't get removed? No problem. We'll have a look at it in a minute. Apresh Chavda saying, hi Cam, 3 pixels out. Lol. Hope a lot of you got credit back. Yeah, not too bad. Dan Hayes vlogs saying I was 3 pixels off. Amazing. Okay, right, so let's go ahead and watch this week's video and we'll go from there. Okay, right. Not bad. Okay, no view. Okay, no problem. No worries. Sorry, guys. Do that again. Okay, should have video now.
Good morning. My name's Andy Braithwaite, and I'm a
Is the sound okay now, guys?
and licensed observer.
My name's Liam Walsh. I'm a retired referee, currently an FA observer and head coach for the Referee Academy of Middlesex.
Oh, look at Liam's coordinate. It's always is bang on at my
in multiple
coordinate,
counties
man.
across England.
I love Liam to be the head
and
judge.
refereed from grassroots through to professional academies.
Okay, Matthew went slightly higher.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Leo Donnellan. I'm an ex-professional football player, having been with Chelsea, Fulham and Leyton Orient.
Hi, my name is Jeremy Ndonka. I've been involved in football for over 30 years, firstly as a player, then as a referee.
They should get rid of you, by the way.
Good morning, my name is Alain Goma. I'm an ex-professional footballer, having played for Paris Saint-Germain, Newcastle and Fulham.
Good morning, my name is Roger Wheeler. I'm a referee and I've been refereeing and lining for more than 30 years.
Judges, please now come to a final panel decision. For your reference, the larger white cross is the calculated average.
Obviously selections. Oh, Matt Cannon is the head judge.
Thanks, Roger. Good morning, everybody.
Fuck's
Morning.
sake, man.
Okay, well.
Oh man, Matt Cannon is the head judge. Because I thought Ari gonna be not Ari, what's his name? Alan Goma gonna be the head judge. That's how I played, because normally if Matt on Dreamcar, I always go slightly lower than I would go, and on midweek I normally go slightly higher than where it should be. I think. Do you know what I mean? Where I think it should be. So that's it. That's why I was wondering, like, why am I in zone 2? Anyway, let's see.
Draw some lines up. We got this guy who's quite passive in blue, just looking up. It's a bit wider with Roger's selection.
I don't know, Roger. What was he thinking?
To Andy there on the right, and we had this other player in orange, and we got a view of his eye, but not a very clear one. And I'll take it across from here. And we've got a third player in the background, just on looking. Looking at the shot from my perspective, it looks, it's obviously up on his own, not being challenged for the ball, and he seems his body's twisted and he's in the air. So it would suggest to me he's come up and given it a head across over the top of the blue player who's just watching the ball over the top of him and in the foreground. Ari, you're down here with me, highlighting your cross there. Yeah. I went slightly lower as well, just because I thought that when he'd headed it, looked like quite a powerful header, and I went slightly lower. How did you see this?
I felt exactly the same. I felt that when he had it, we just have partial high over there, so there's not much. But by the shape of his head, and I felt that the ball is lower, and I felt that the ball is just cruising by in front of the player.
They should see the structure of his forehead.
That was my view.
Oh, he headed it. He should naturally should go higher.
You're of the three of
anyway,
us.
Let's see.
Well, you're slightly above us, but you're there close to the calculated average. How did you see that? Obviously, as a footballer and a defender, how would you have played that?
The thing is, I think the player in orange hasn't played the ball yet.
Okay.
Because when you look at the position of his head, I think he's slightly tilted on his right, and I think he's coming to hit it, maybe with the left side of his forehead. So I think he's still on his way up and he's attacking the ball.
Okay.
And as you said, we can't really see his eye is not really clear. But I think, I gauged, the player in blue. I think he's looking. I think most of us we are in agreement. He's looking towards, like in front of himself. Sorry, and. I thought the ball was coming quite with pace, and therefore not that high. That's why I went for this position.
Okay, thank you very much. It's a different view, but important. Roger, you're furthest over here to the left and highest. What were your thoughts?
I forgot to wear my glasses.
Well, actually, like Alan, I didn't think he'd played the ball. I thought he was, prepping himself up to go for it, and he was.
My man Roger, he's in top of his jump. How the hell he's gonna reach that if he jumped that high already? That doesn't make sense, Roger, my man. He's not a Superman that he can jump and stay there for a bit. Do you know what I mean? All right, go ahead.
In a position where he would be the one. He was pretty confident heading the ball, but there was just a little way.
True or no?
Little way to go.
Yeah.
And as you say, his eye, we can't really see much of his eye. I just thought the ball was, still well in the air, which is why I'm near the top, I think.
Yeah. Okay. Thank you very much indeed. I'll come straight to you, Liam. I'll highlight your selection. It's very close to the calculated average in the middle of three choices of both Leo and Hughes as well. Excuse me. How did you see the photograph?
I agree with you, actually, Matt, on the fact that I felt that he'd headed the ball. Whether he's headed it or he's about to head it, I mean, that's it's just a personal interpretation. I think. Yeah. Fully accept what Alan's saying. But I've just gone for eye line, body shape. The blue gave me a really good
body shape
channel where I was looking, pretty much, same line as yourself. And then I went for the eye line of the orange player. I felt that with his eye.
Anthony, I don't know if he's gonna survive for another 30 years, but after 30 years, he's gonna be like, my name is Roger Willer. I've been doing BOTB judging, and I've been fucking this up for more than 30 years. That's what he's gonna say. Go ahead.
My interpretation of it was that he'd headed the ball, and these eyes were just starting to open, because a player will, for me. Player will naturally, as the ball hits his head, his eyes will shut, and then he's just opening his eyes. That's why he's got that sort of like slight eye. That's why you're getting that sort of that vision. But it's just that's
okay. Now let me highlight this. Head shape, body shape. Next would be booty shape. All right, he can go on it with booty shape. Look at his bum. Look at the muscle of his bums. It's proper stress. Like, yeah, he did something. It's not he's about to do it. Do you know what I mean? Have a look at it. Zoom in. Zoom into his bum of that the guy in orange. Like, yes, just did it. You know, it's proper like whatever. Now people are gonna call me gay from now. But anyway, let's carry on with this video. Just say it like if you want to go with the body shape and all that.
It's just my interpretation.
No, sure. Thank you very much. And Leo, I'll go to you. You're right next to Liam's choice, and there's another footballer. How have you seen this photograph?
Yeah, no, I actually felt the player in orange had headed the ball. I just felt if you look at his left arm, I think if he had headed the ball,
I'm just saying because you mentioned it.
His body shape sort of lessens, so you know his arm would sort of come down, and that's why I think his.
How's it going, Fuzz? I hope you're good.
I felt he'd headed the ball. It could be either or, but for me, as I said, I think he headed the ball. Then looking at the player in blue, I think he's looking in front of himself and directly above. So, yeah, once again with the eye lines, I just gauged it where I did.
Yeah, thank you.
Anyway, they're kind of
because you're in this sort of
close to each other. Let's cut the crop and move to the bit where they remove judges because it's Matt Cannon, obviously.
So you think he's on?
I've actually used the tilt of his higher up.
So let me see who they remove.
To a degree, and if I remove Roger,
there you go.
The calculated average just comes into this cluster of 4, and if I highlight it, and it does pick up 4 other choices pretty well. What I'd like to debate really a little bit further is really if I take Andy's out, we've obviously Matthews is slightly higher, but it brings us into a sort of a tighter cluster. I'm not for the minute suggesting that Andy's choice isn't valid, and he obviously had again a different opinion about this player number 6 being on the ground and heading the ball, which I personally don't agree with. I think it makes it sort of difficult to justify with the photograph, but it's really whether we want to bring the calculated average a little bit further to the left. So Chloe, I'll come to you in order. Are you happy with this calculated average, or
let's see, go to the end of the votes?
We have 4 people below and 5 people above the middle of this line. And if we have a player in red, again, moving up from his forehead through the middle, again, it's really, again, it's 5 and 4 in the opposite direction. So
keep Andy in, please.
Yeah, great. Leo?
Yeah, I'd keep Andy in.
Yep. Harry?
Yeah, I'll keep Andy in as well.
Great, lovely. Alain?
Yeah, happy as it is, yeah, with Andy in, yeah.
And lastly, Roger. I know
I'm very happy with that.
Okay, great.
Matt.
Well, thank you for a good debate.
How can you be happy, mate? Your cross was there. How can you be happy? You say, all right, go ahead.
And girls. So Robin, we've decided to go with the judging of average with Roger's choice removed.
Thanks, Matt. If you're all happy, then please click submit. Thank you, judges. The coordinate.
Okay, so which is 1, 2, 2, 5, 8, 0, 9. Now, after reacting to that, you guys are going to be actually shocked what I'm about to say. I think the judging was good. There is few reasons for that. Don't get me wrong. I was in zone 2 and 3, by the way. I wasn't close, but I don't give a shit where I am. It's all about where the ball, where they go ahead with the average. Now, why? It's not good for many people. I understand that. Only reason I'm saying is being good is because doesn't matter where they went. All it matters, apart from Roger, everyone else were in zone within that circle. Also, keep it in mind that this picture has got double the size of the pixel that we actually had. It's 4,000 by something pixel. Normally, the picture that we have, they're like 2,900 and whatever. So, a lot of pixels, first of all. Secondly, they are quite close to each other. So it's not, you know how it was like before, it was spot the ball, then spot the average, now spot the cluster. So I think we can say at the moment spot the average. We've been following spot the cluster from last few weeks based on the way the judges used to do their judging, because doesn't matter where they go ahead and put their crosses, wherever they see like 3-4 crosses close to each other, they seem to, all of them, they seem to target that spot. Somehow they want to go to that cluster. So it's not even spot the ball anymore, it's not even spot the average anymore, it's spot the cluster. That's what I said in my last video. Now on this video, it improved by 1 stage now, so we can go ahead with spot the average now, where the average is going to be, and play. So if they keep doing and improving like this, the circle that they have, that all the cluster, all the coordinates were inside that magnifying glass, that means is obviously it's getting better. They're not all over the place, but keep it in mind, it's an easy picture, it's not a hard picture. So we were kind of expecting that anyway. Was confused about the height, where the judge is going to go. We're actually not confused, we got the perfect spot, but based on where the judge is going to go, that's what we were confused about. Now if they keep doing it and all of them keep being inside the magnifying glass, doesn't matter where they go, I'll support them. I'll support the judges, just because they were very close, all of them, if it makes any sense, if you know what I mean. Now keep that in mind also from next midweek. Looks like Matt Cannon gonna be the main judge for both of the competition, for the dream car and the midweek only. We've been saying in our reaction videos that it makes a lot of difference. It gets us confused having 2 head judges and everything, and looks like BOTB probably has listened to us. I don't know, or probably their decision, I don't know, but it's more fair to have one judge for the both competition, like one head judge, so that we can predict a little bit where they might go, if you know what I mean. So based on that, I would say it's okay. Judging wasn't that bad. Only thing was a letdown was Roger is unpredictable. Sometimes he'll be bang on near the average, sometimes he's going to be 2-3 miles away, sometimes he forget to wear his glasses, sometimes he has too much green stuff, the green vegetables, before he he smokes green vegetables, not eat, by the way. Probably he eats, I don't know. We need to ask him. Right, so he takes his stuff and probably powder, I don't know, but sometimes he loses mind and he just literally go anywhere like 2-3 miles away from the average. So that's how it is. But anyway, apart from Roger, it has been taken out, so obviously it's going to be, the decision was based on all of the others. But if they kept Roger in, I probably would have been in probably a runner-up or a winner or zone 1, something like that, because I went for slightly higher. Also, I've noticed someone mentioning the bottom 2 coordinates should have been taken off. I understand that. If they did, those 2 coordinates were taken off, like was it Matt and someone else? I think it's Ari and Matt. If they took those 2 coordinates off as well, I would have a very good chance of winning. But anyway, it is what it is. I have no complaint that they didn't, at least as long as they're inside that circle. They're not pretty much all over the place. So but like I said, advice to the judges, carry on, keep up doing good work. And well, first time I'm saying you've done a good work, but just because you were together, not you were in a good place. You are not in a good place. That's not a good judging. But overall, I'm happy because they were together. That's a good thing. Secondly, advice to Roger, like stop taking powders before you do the judging, because you have to wait for, I'm sure they do it first thing in the morning. Please wait at least an hour, finish the judging and take your powders. You know what I mean? No problem. Or whatever you take. So that is going to be the suggestion for Roger, but everyone else, like, try to stay together and watch more judging videos, watch the results and everything, and try to work on it. I would say, because you guys are getting paid, you're not doing it for free, if you know what I mean. This is going to be the advice for the judging. So thank you so much, guys, for watching. We're going live at 9 p.m. tonight. We're covering the brand new midweek competition picture. looks really good. One of the best picture you can play. That is the midweek competition picture. So target the midweek, guys. Really good picture. 3 live streams, and we're gonna come up with a lot of averages, a lot of people's decision, different people's opinion, and everything. We're gonna take on that, and then obviously you guys are there as the audience as well, so we'll take everyone's decision. Plus, we got the Smart Devil WhatsApp group, and we got the Patreons group where all the magic begins. Where we got all the winners there. We get a lot of opinion from the winners and all of that, experienced player in the Patreons group. So make sure, don't forget to join the Patreon group. Link which is right there, as you can see, the white stuff there. Well, it's not Roger's white stuff, it's the font, which is patreon.com/CamHasan, and it's in the description below. And guys, if you like to play BOTB, join BOTB. Link is in the description below. It's my affiliate link there. If you like to play sportprize.com, which has got much more chance of winning BOTB, link is also in the description below. And before I go, please don't forget to give us some thumbs up if you like this video, subscribe to this channel, and I'll see you guys tonight at 9 p.m. on our main BOTB video where we are covering the brand new midweek competition picture. So I'll see you guys in a minute.